Hi everyone, I'm Nigel Saunders from the Bonsai Zone.
And I'm Xin from Maybe Bonsai. And today I brought over my pomegranate down to Nigel's place to get some help with the pruning and shaping of the tree.
And I promise Xin it's not going to be like the last few videos where we cut it back hard.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
So let's start with rotating the tree around to get a good look at it.
So here's a close-up of the tree as I rotate through, so you can get a 360 view of the tree.
All right, we're taking a look at the tree. So from this view, you can see there's the thickest part of the trunk is visible from this view. If I go to the back of that, there's a big pruning scar here, which isn't, the nicest looking until it heals. And then from any other view, you've got these two side branches. There's one to the left,
to
the
left, right,
and one to my right. And so if you have any view there, the thickest part of the trunk is hidden by these smaller branches. So I think definitely sort of this view somewhere here will be the front view of the tree. So I think because this branch is very upright and it's thick, we want to continue it growing upright. Anything on a tree that's vertical thickens up faster, and as you get more horizontal, the thickening goes slower.
Right.
And cascading branches are the weakest, and they don't thicken up much. So if you get a tree that has a really thick branch, it's best to keep it as an upright trunk because it's the best use for it. If you were to prune it off, like there's a more horizontal branch here off to the side, if you were to prune the whole top off and use that as your branch, then you've got a great big thick stump at where it joins to the trunk,
right,
and too much taper, and it would look funny unless you grew the tree really big. So I think it's best to keep these thicker upright trunks as trunks and not branches.
And I do want to keep the tree small,
Okay,
rather than large. So
small, yeah. So I think where we should start, there's a branch growing in the inside here. It's growing between this upright branch or trunk and the main one here, and I think that can be pruned off. It's just cluttering it up. Too many branches growing up there, so
yeah,
that's where I would start, Xin. I would just prune that one off.
Sure.
This whole slowly. Yeah, this one on the inside here. The whole thing. Yeah, so that opens that up, so you can kind of see that now, how it's opened it up there. And then
I guess we'll take off some of the more obvious smaller stuff.
Yeah, so on this side we've got the thick trunk here, and then directly opposite we have some new thin shoots, and we don't want those there. We don't want branches opposite each other, so this one's directly opposite, because you get a thickening there if you keep that on. So I'd prune all these little ones off down below this thicker branch.
This one, I'll take this one first.
And again, if you have any different opinion or anything, let me know, because this is just my view on the tree. And there's no right or wrong. It's just
but I do agree with the cuts. I mean, it's way too low anyway. Plus, it's opposite on the other side.
Yeah, you want a bit of a trunk on it.
Yeah.
Now here's our first major cut. So this upright branch here, which you can see coming up here, it divides very quickly into three. So it has a branch here, a skinny one here. It's got a thicker one on this side, and then it's got one that comes up the middle that you've pruned already. So out of those, I think we've got to prune one of them off. So it's divided from 1 to 2.
So we get 1 to 2, yes.
I would keep the outside branch here.
Right.
And then we've got to decide between these two which ones you want to keep. And
okay, well,
that's...
If this is the front, right,
Yeah.
then I will probably take off the one in the front there so we can get a better view of that.
Right.
I don't know if you So that goes off, and we get this on the side, that to the back. What do you think?
I'm thinking, here's my view.
Dock hair.
From the front, these two are in line, so it doesn't really matter which one you keep. This one comes out front more. If you were to prune that one off, you wouldn't have a lot of branching coming out the front of the tree.
Okay.
Whereas, see, if you look at it from the front here, if you imagine that one off,
Okay, yeah, I see where you're going with
then
this.
two things. If you prune that front one off, you're going to have a big scar there that will be very visible. So if you prune the back one off, you're not going to see the scar from the front view.
Right.
Both I think are just as good as branches, and maybe the front one out front's better because this one where you pruned it, it kind of cups back in on itself.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
Yeah,
this front one flows out nicely.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the back one. I think we'll get a more dimensional tree because you have this one coming out the back, this one coming out the front, and we'd get rid of the one coming up the middle.
Okay. Let me just.
But yeah, have a look at it.
That one's gone. You get this front, that to the side. Yeah, I think that'll work.
Do you think so?
Yeah, because I do. This is going a kind of a
Kind of goes
awkward direction.
back. Yeah, you'd have to prune it off to an outward facing branch, and then you've kind of got this weird curve where it comes in and then
Yeah.
slightly out.
Yeah.
And I think eventually that's going to look a bit awkward.
Okay.
I mean, it'll look okay, but it just, I think this is the better branch.
Yeah. Plus, it's going to give you a more fan out look.
Yeah.
All right. Let's.
And it gives you a bit more taper too.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of advantages and not too many disadvantages.
It is a big branch. Okay.
Okay, you better say big cut coming up.
Yeah. Big cut coming up. I'll use one of the other ones. Cause
You'll have to use this one, I think. And it should work okay.
Yeah.
So be careful because these are spherical. They'll cut in deeper than you imagine.
Okay.
So I would do a rough prune to get used to it first.
I'll just do it there for now.
Yeah.
Big cut coming up.
Here you go.
And there it goes.
That's a good cutting.
Yeah. As long as you want to keep it, I'm not keeping it.
Oh yeah, I'll keep it.
Okay.
I don't have a pomegranate.
Yeah.
So do I need one? I probably do.
I don't need any more tropical-ish trees, so.
So there's the cut now. You can see it there.
Yeah.
There's two options. You can just prune it a little smaller and then clean it up later on once these branches are a little more vigorous, or you can take it right down now.
I'll try to clean it up as much as I can.
Okay, and I've got some of that wood glue we can put on it to seal the cut.
Probably a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit more.
Get in
Get a
there,
better
yeah.
angle.
Yeah. That's looking good. I think that's good.
This is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think that's good. So now let's look at the front. What do you think?
Yes, it does look much better.
I think it looks good.
Yeah.
And you don't have a big scar there.
Yeah. Eventually, I guess eventually I want to branch somewhere over here to show the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, this it does look good. It's just got a nice fanning out look to it.
Yeah, and I think the next step on that same branch, we don't want it as tall as the trunk, so we've got to give this room to grow. Right now it's kind of shading out the main trunk that you want to grow thick.
Yeah.
So we've got to prune that down. So on this one, the skinny one back here, we've got a choice of anywhere pretty well. I would probably go to here for now.
Right there, eh? Okay.
That's where I would go because you've got some nice branches fanning out in that area.
This
coming out.
Wait, hopefully this
So
one
you'll
goes,
get
right?
one out the back and one out the side.
Okay.
So yeah, I would probably come in there.
There that goes.
And then the tall one, you've got to pick a point to prune that back.
Well,
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I could take it back just, about there for now, and then we can have a look and
I think so.
maybe go from
yeah,
there. That's not
I
too
think
low,
so.
right?
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay, so I'll take it off a bit. This is still probably higher than what we want, but
I would take this inside one off too at the same cut. Just kind of lower it down a bit.
this one?
No, this one here.
Oh yeah,
So
that
you
one's
can
going towards.
prune through both. There it was. No, sorry. Just an angle cut up here.
Oh, I see.
So you can cut the two. Yeah, that's it.
This is another fairly large cut, right?
Medium cut coming
Medium
up.
cut. You want more cuttings?
Sure, yeah, I'll try them all. So yeah, there's the front view you're seeing. So let's have a look. Is it making progress?
Yes, I would say so.
It is. It's putting the emphasis more on here, isn't it?
Yeah, I want the middle to be.
So now let's cut all these branches down off of that, making it really compact. So you're going to go to the first nodes.
set.
Yeah, I hear car doors closing.
Well,
So
that's
I
probably-
would prune this one here and then this one here. Make it as compact as possible.
I am trusting Nigel with all these decisions. I think we're in good hands. Yeah, you said the first one, right?
Yeah, so
First
I
one
would go
going up.
right in there.
Yeah. I'm just trying to avoid the leaves.
Yeah. And then there's one, if you look here, there's one growing up the inside going in towards
yeah,
the center.
yeah.
So that can be
That
cleaned
can
out
go.
totally. Because you have another branch outside. That's it.
There it goes.
Okay, so let's look from the front now. So yeah, it's apart from this branch, we've got to fix that, but it's cleaning up. Now this branch is a bit of a problem. If you look at the front here, everything's flowing upwards, and then this branch comes out exactly horizontal from the trunk line, 90 degrees, which isn't a flowing branch, and there's two branches on this tree that have that style, and everything else seems to
Go up.
flow upwards on an angle.
Yeah.
So they stand out as being kind of out of place on the tree, that it's like a
Yeah. Especially
different
that one.
different style. And
Like this one is way like protruding. It's cutting off the view on that branch. It just looks
yeah.
out of place for
Hello! I think we have visitors.
sure. Yeah.
Hello! Come on back! There we go.
Oh,
Hello,
on the other
Connor!
side.
Oh, we got Vince,
Oh my
Jay,
God, that's a lot of people.
Derek, and there's more people. Cam! Oh my goodness! And his wife! Oh, hi guys!
Good to be back. I haven't been in the zone in a while.
Holy cow!
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of visitors.
How are you? Oh, Zed. Good to see you, man.
Vince,
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Oh, look at that. We're just in the middle of chopping down a tree. Just cut the top off.
Pretty much.
oh my goodness. What a surprise. Yeah. I suspected something was going on. I emailed Jay last night. I said, were you coming down this weekend?
I didn't answer.
And I got no response. And I said, oh yeah, he is then.
I was like, oh, I don't want to lie to Nigel.
I knew exactly what was going on there, because I thought he can't say no, I'm not, because that'd be lying. And he can't answer me. So
Hey, Jay.
Hey, Derek.
Zin.
Derek.
Vince.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
He's got the 20-20-20 out.
We're
good.
Let's rain.
Well, let's.
What's going on?
You know my birthday is July 4th, right?
Never. Didn't know that. That's news.
So Dave from Dave's Bonsai, he's coming down towards the end of
weeks,
July,
yeah.
and we're hoping to all go hiking in
Yeah.
Rattlesnake Point.
Yeah,
You guys
for
are
sure.
up for that.
Dave?
Yeah, I just talked
Dave,
to him.
yeah.
I talked to him last night. So
Did you?
Yeah.
You talked to him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez, I just comment on his videos. I don't.
Email, just email.
Okay.
Just chatting. No,
I
email. Close enough.
Wow.
Hi everyone. I don't know what they have in store here.
Nice surprise.
It's probably going to be a new car, right? That's what I'm.
New car? You got it.
Yes, it's a new wheel.
But it's only this big.
It's, oh, yeah.
The model one. That's actually what I'm most happy with. I'm, well, I shouldn't say. I have a project coming up. That's going to be fun.
Car project?
Can't say anything.
Oh, can't say.
okay.
Oh, it's a secret project.
Not a car project.
I really like that T-shirt. Where did you get that one?
That Barb brought it up from Ann Arbor when she came for the
Nice.
workshop. She gave it to me.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so thanks, Barb.
And this rain seems to
She
come
brought
down
my
all the time.
wife mealyworms.
Hey, oh, oh.
Oh, what is this? Oh my goodness. Birthday. That's the tree from Ray's.
Yes, it is.
What?
Happy birthday, Nigel.
Happy birthday, Nigel.
No way. You got me the tree from Ray's?
Yep.
How did you manage that?
My car.
A lot of help. A lot of help from a lot of people.
I guess it was dark out and you pulled the car and ran in and
Yeah.
wow, I can't believe it.
You got to let us know where it goes.
That is
you're not
amazing.
moving that afterwards.
That's amazing. This is like one of my favorite trees I've ever seen. Wow. That's amazing, guys. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I remember when I first saw it and I said, I wonder how much he wants for it. And then I
Once
say,
you have a birthday.
do you think it would be like $300 or $400? And
Keep going,
that
keep
wasn't
going.
even close. Wow. Well, I am going. You'll see this in the Toronto show someday.
Yep.
It's going to be fantastic.
It's
Do you guys
already
like it? Do you
pretty
guys
good.
like it? Or
It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's beautiful tree.
It's really awesome.
Yeah.
Great tree.
Beautiful tree.
this one's a little.
Yeah, I can crack that back and
That needs a bit
gin
of.
it or something.
Yeah, but basically, like I love all this on it,
Yeah.
and it's got a canopy already, and these branches are really nice. Just need to be brought in a little bit, but wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Do I have this place?
Surprise!
Keep going. Maybe start
I
with,
didn't know what you're gonna.
let's move on to that, maybe.
What is this?
Move on to this.
One more, you know.
Yeah.
See what they
Anyone have a knife or let's see some keys or something? Maybe?
We have bonsai tools. Either.
There we go. Oh,
It's a puppy.
There we go. We gotta break this.
It's a box of worms.
Yeah, maybe it's mealy worms.
Lucky you.
My wife bought 11 pounds of freeze-dried mealy worms for her chickens.
Kilograms.
They were
got the
killing
happiest chickens in Ontario now.
it. Let's see what's in here.
Paper.
Oh, no way. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. Do you know how close I was to buying that watering can? I was so close. I was so close, and I just never pushed the button. Wow.
Wow, look how long that stem is.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be like the best spray ever. Oh my goodness. Is that ever beautiful? I got to open it up.
Just hang it up.
No, I use
We
these
want to
things.
see a patina develop on that.
Yeah. There's the roses in here.
Perfect timing. Huh? This will be the part of the video with music.
I'll just wait, actually. Oh,
Oh,
there. Okay. Wow. Oh, look at this. What is this hook for? Is that to hang it up with there?
Yeah.
No, that's so stands.
Is that ever cool? And
Or maybe a handle with your thumb.
Yeah, I think maybe.
then you've got,
2 roses.
look how fine that rose is. I've never seen one that fine before. It's like almost microscopic. I'll have to really keep my water clean.
yeah,
See
that
this
rose
out here,
could.
Laura? Have a look at
Oh,
that.
I'm very jealous.
Just gonna be on her side.
That's nice, eh?
Yeah.
Does that pop off the top here?
I think the whole thing's supposed to come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
So you can,
That's so nice.
the filter comes out, yeah. Look at
Wow.
Oh, it comes with. Oh, okay.
that. Is that ever nice? So there's a filter to screen out all the
Yeah, that's much easier to.
stuff, so you can dip it in. And then this is the other rose. This is quite fine too. My wife got a watering can for her birthday once.
Ah.
It was a green Haas, and she didn't want to use it at first. It was so beautiful.
Well, that is really beautiful.
Oh, is that ever fit nice? There we go. Look at that. So I can
So more of the
That's a nice size,
the
too.
classic Nigel pose, watering with the can.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I see almost a half a tear there, Nigel.
Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Gandalf with
wonderful.
a new staff.
Thanks so much. That is just, wow. I got to try it out. So.
No, he's not a kid in the can.
I'll water the tree. All right, it's time to water the tree.
Hold on, hold.
Oh yeah, that would help.
So here I go.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
What a fine spray.
I have never seen it come out like that before. Isn't that nice?
Almost feel like having a shower.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's nice, and it's not too heavy. This must be, is that 2 or 3
Two looks like
liters?
2 liters, doesn't it?
Supposed to be 4.
It's a
Is
good
it?
size, because 2 liters.
A little too small, yeah.
I don't know how you water your trees by hand to begin with.
You came when you retired.
yeah.
That's what keeps them young.
Look at that. Got the pose.
Classic.
Is that ever nice?
What tree is this?
It's going to get beautiful.
Oh, that's
This is
They
a
got the
dwarf
tree.
Scots pine.
That's the tree I had raised that I was drooling over, and then I thought, oh, I could never spend however much it was. There's no way. I just couldn't do it, and
Here it is.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And then there's a present in here too.
minor stuff in there, but
Okay,
yeah.
there's some cards
Yeah.
from Matt.
Matt Brennan, yeah.
Do they make fun of you?
No.
Nigel from all
Oh,
of us.
you.
Oh, and there's an SD card or something in here.
There is.
120.
Because you're always
Practical
drooling
gifts
over my
in the
card.
zone.
I can make even longer videos. I can go film all day long. And, oh, thanks so much. And there's money in here.
So,
Oh my goodness.
might help. Can you open not Matt's card, but the other card?
Okay.
And if you want, I'll actually read out.
Okay.
Maybe I'll get
All right. Yeah.
Derek to take over.
I'll give the card to you. It says happy something.
Yeah. Well, obviously, you know.
Happy.
Happy birthday from all of us.
Oh my goodness.
And I gotta get the old man glasses out. And are you ready for this, Nigel?
I'm ready. Am I gonna tear up here? I'm gonna tear
Okay.
up.
We have Mippy,
Miffy.
Ray,
Hi, Miffy. Hi, Ray.
Carol,
Carol.
Zin,
Zin.
David J.
David. Yeah.
Yeah. Derek,
Derek.
Connor,
Connor.
Vince and Jennifer,
Yeah.
Jay and James from Blue Jay Bonsai,
Awesome.
Scott Winter,
Scott Winter, you?
yeah,
No way.
Stefano, what was
Yeah,
Stefano
from-
yeah,
he's from
Tom,
England.
Tom Novak,
Yeah. Oh, Tom.
Dave Bonsai,
Okay. Yeah.
Manuela,
Yeah.
which is funny that she was just here,
She'll
Thomas,
She'll never come back either.
Thomas Cornelissen, Cam and Diane,
Oh, nice, nice.
Colin, the Boston Bonsai Idiot,
Yeah. Yeah.
Eric and Emma from the workshop
Oh,
at Tropical
wow. Yeah,
Expressions,
Yeah. Yeah.
Dyer, Hussein from TBS,
Yeah.
Carlos from Bonsai, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. John Airstone, Jonathan.
Yeah. John.
Joseph Watts, Tim
Oh,
Joe
wow.
Station.
Yeah. Tim Joe Station.
Patricia O'Connor,
Wow.
Bonsai Balcony.
Wow.
Matt Brennan. Gidrius, who's always sending me the pictures for my subscribers.
yeah,
Pics. Gerardo from Forest Hills Bonsai.
Oh my goodness.
And Dave from Blue Sky Bonsai.
Wow. From
So
Spain.
these presents are from all of us, and everyone on this card chipped in on this.
Oh my goodness.
Okay?
So who's responsible for organizing all this? Jay. Jay. Well, thanks so much, Jay. Wow. I can't
And
believe it.
we were trying to get you like a big mica pot or something, or a training pot at least for the new pine. We just couldn't get one
Don't
the
worry
right
about it. I
size
have
or
a
in
pot
time.
for it.
And Scott not only contributed towards the pine and the watering can, he also gave extra for the pot.
Oh,
so the
okay.
cash,
I see.
the cash is from Scott to go towards the pot.
Okay, so when I'm at Chris Hendry's, he's going to have a grand opening soon. We can go down and buy a pot for
There
him.
you go.
Yeah.
A big bathtub mica pot. Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks so much, Jay, and for everyone. I didn't expect this.
birthday, Nigel.
I thought Xin was coming over and we're going to make a video. And maybe Jay and Vince were going to come over on Saturday or Sunday or something.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
well, I can't believe it. Look at this tree. Oh my goodness. So what do you guys think of the tree? Do you think it's...
I love it.
Fantastic.
I loved it from the first time
Fantastic.
you guys showed it to me at Ray's. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's...
What's in the bar you look like?
I don't know.
We're going to be ground layering it, I guess.
I have no idea, but I can always bury that if it's no good. We'll sort it out. But yeah, wow, what a tree. I think it's a Scots pine, right? It's
Yeah. Well, I can ask Ray for the. It's a dwarf Scots pine.
dwarf Scots pine, yeah.
I can get the variety.
So it's going to be, I mean, it's incredible.
So Nigel, you're gonna have to tell us where you're gonna keep it for a while because it's a 2-person lift. It's
Especially now that I've watered it. Wow, look at this thing. So shiny. Next time you see it, it'll be starting to get patina and then it'll eventually go green when I'm an old man. And I better open the other card for Matt. Matt was down here not too long ago either. Yeah, he was
Matt Brennan?
Yeah. Oh no, not Matt Brennan. The other Matt.
Oh, yeah, Matt from the club.
Okay, I see. Is this from Matt Brennan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's like everywhere in
The
the
legend, the YouTube legend, yes.
60 is whatever you want it to be. Well, so far 60's turning out pretty good. Was that supposed to come off? That was Sorry.
That's weird, yeah.
I don't think that was supposed to come off. Was it? No,
I don't think
it
so
wasn't.
either.
No, I was trying to open the card up, and that's it. That's it. That's a plaque. I don't think there's a card
It's a
to
fridge
it.
magnet.
Oh no, there is. Okay, sorry, there is one. Says you made it to an age where nobody can stop you from doing exactly as you wish. Well, my wife might think. Happy birthday, Nigel. Your experience and endurance and your wisdom have brought you here. Take full advantage of the freedom and the fun. Thanks for all your inspiration. Keep growing, Matt Brennan. Wow, thanks, Matt. That's awesome. And I'll repair your card for sure. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Well, thanks so much, guys.
All right.
I'm just doing my normal way.
You one handle on the top there.
Oh, here?
One hand on the top, and then you tip it up with the back handle.
You ready?
There you go. That's good. It's nice though, eh? Very precise.
Oh, that is very light.
It's like a lightsaber.
It's not heavy at all.
No, it's really nice.
Wow.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I love it.
Yeah, that's just wonderful. Wow. There you go.
Filling half of it.
Fills and screening the water. You can see the little bits.
Yeah, you caught it.
That's amazing.
All right. What tree needs to
Okay,
be watered?
Derek's.
Anything on that?
I don't know. Whatever you want.
Let's get this on here.
Do the one-handed, Derek. You gotta do the one.
I don't want to drop it.
There you go. There you go. That's the style. That's what we like to see, the one hand.
Wait. Here, I can flex.
There you go. Look at that. Yeah. Nice.
In your greenhouse, I think.
Okay.
But this one's,
These are probably hardier,
hardier. Yeah.
no.
but probably not real hardy.
I find
So protected in the greenhouse probably.
It stays down a lot better than my mine. You'll see my plants, you'll have soil all around the edges. Like
Too many trees, eh, Cam?
there's a lot of trees.
I know. Yeah, there's a lot that I think 5-10 years they'll be ready for some shows maybe.
Happy birthday, Nigel.
Thanks, Zen.
Happy birthday, Nigel.
Thanks, Diane.
Happy birthday, Nigel. Thank you for the oak.
Thank you, Connor.
Happy birthday, Nigel. You're the man.
Thank you. Thank you, Kev.
Happy birthday, Nigel.
Thank you, Derek.
Happy birthday, Nigel.
Thanks, Vince.
Happy birthday, Nigel.
Thanks, Jay. Thanks for organizing all this.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Wonderful. So the entire Toronto club is leaving the bonsai zone, except for Zen. Zen's staying behind. We're going to work on his tree. And happy Ficus Friday today, too. Everyone's off. Well, that was great having everyone down. And thank you so much for all the gifts
I'm glad you liked it.
and the lunch and everything. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
Good
it's
afternoon.
not. These are just the people who could show up today.
Yeah.
There's so many other people that you saw in the card.
I saw that.
Contributed. So.
Oh, that card's awesome. So many famous signatures on it. Yeah, that's fantastic. I didn't expect this on my birthday. Well, it's not quite my birthday, but pre-birthday present.
Pre-bonsai for pre-birthday.
Yeah, for my birthday, I should have said.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, well, have a safe trip back, everyone. See you later.
Thanks for having us.
Bye, guys.
And we'll get back to work over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to work, guys.
Here they go.
Here we go.
See you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, you're welcome. There they go. So after a nice birthday surprise, Xin and I are back to work. We got to think where we left off. We reduced the branches on this one side, but we were looking at these horizontal branches.
Yeah.
There's two that go 90 degrees to the trunk. So if we remove them, then you're losing foliage out front.
Which I'm okay with. I mean, it'll regrow.
I guess up higher it would.
Yeah.
You see more trunk line.
Yeah. But I mean, this,
It's a
that's
shame it's a nice branch, but it's just like I find you have these upright branches and then you have the horizontal branches coming off those and they look good.
yeah. Do you think it's salvaging it somehow?
Well, there's one kind of coming out the back here that's going upwards,
Right.
that-
Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean.
but it's not really sweeping up at the base, is it?
No. So if we don't have this branch,
Yeah, it's pretty empty.
it's empty until we get stuff growing out of the back.
Yeah, this is your choice then.
Yeah.
Um,
I would probably take off.
My advice is the hardest thing in bonsai is getting that primary structure correct. And once you get all your primary structure the way you want it, then it's just a matter of building all the branches, which is,
Right.
to me, like the icing on the cake. But getting that core structure to look good is the hard part.
Yeah.
And could that branch ever look good? I don't know.
It's too horizontal at a place where everything's vertical.
Everything's going up, isn't
Yeah,
it?
there's just making crosses everywhere. So
And it crosses this other trunk too.
yeah, it's right in front of that as well.
Yeah,
I think
I
I would take that off.
think so too. I agree.
Yeah, and then once the back grows more, it'll fill in this space, and I think that's okay.
Well, you can see all the little shoots that come off it. So after
Yeah.
this pruning, you're probably going to get
yeah,
a whole bunch of new branches to choose from.
for
so
sure.
I agree. I think
Yeah.
it should come off.
Yeah, I'll take that off.
It's coming off.
There you go. Another medium-sized cut.
Another cutting.
It should cut really, really fast.
Yeah, it's not the hardest wood in the world, is it?
No, let me clean this up a little bit.
Okay. There's these ones too if you want to get in a little more.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Again, be careful. They kind of cut more than you think because they come around.
That's good for now.
Okay. Okay, let's see what it looks like now. Well, the camera can see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, see, I think that's much better.
I do
With
too.
that.
It looks more tree-like. So we've got a branch that crosses the
Yeah.
front here. So I wonder we could prune it back to that more upright one, or again take it right off.
Well,
I would suggest taking it right off
yeah.
and then building something out front. So this one that's crossing here, it's always, if we leave it there, we could grow it sort of more upright with this branch, but it always comes off the trunk at a funny angle. I think it's better to build something up higher and then develop the canopy. We keep this a lower branch and develop the canopy up higher maybe?
Yeah.
Like in front,
Let me look this
do you
again.
think? Or, like you could prune it off there.
So
Then it's still not as graceful, is it?
let me take it off here, and then we'll look at it again.
All right.
Because this is a for sure we're going to get that off.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just show. That's what it looks like. So again, it's not the most flowing branch, but as it grows, it may smooth out, and it might become more flowing as it thickens up.
Yeah, it is really
It bothers me actually.
horizontal. Yeah.
It when I look at it, there's something about it that I don't like. I think it's that it's
too abrupt of a turn, eh?
yeah, it doesn't flow.
Yeah.
Like everything else is flowing on this tree.
Okay, well then let's take it right off.
If you agree.
I do agree. Yeah.
I think it just
Yeah.
it's sort of a. Now what's it look like? Any
Maybe
better?
some space.
Definitely some space.
Yeah. You know, we'll fill you in once we get more growth.
There's what it looks like. So space here. So there's there's room for stuff to grow. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look. Now, so I think this branch on our right-hand side, it comes up, which is nice and flowing, and then there's a vertical part to it, and then there's a part that sweeps outwards. So if you see that, here's the part that sweeps outwards, which is nice.
Yeah.
But this vertical part runs parallel to the main trunk line, and it
Yeah, I see that
just
too.
spoils it. So you got parallel.
It really crowds the space as well.
Yeah, and you got those parallel competing trunk lines. So
Yeah.
I think that vertical one definitely has to come off.
This
But
here,
I
right?
think you can keep this back one though.
Yeah. I'll remove the vertical one first.
Yeah, and I think also there's a small branch.
Yeah.
So there's a small branch coming off the trunk that crosses too that could probably come off.
Yeah.
So we're kind of cleaning up that core structure.
Let me get this small one first.
Yeah. That's off. Yeah.
And then,
And then that one. So you might need.
this one here on the inside.
Yeah. Gone. Another nice cutting.
Possible cutting.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what it looks like now. So it's cleaning up. It's looking quite nice. So I think you're going to want to prune these two branches
Yeah.
back, and there's maybe clean this stub up in the middle here too.
Yeah. I think this back could work.
Yeah,
So
I think so too.
that can be kept. Now,
I think off of here you've got a branch coming out a nice direction here, or this one maybe
Yeah. I'm thinking
one of those.
maybe this one. 'Cause
Yeah.
But look at this. It might go either more downwards or like we get the two horizontal.
Yeah.
This one it seems to just be going more flowing to the
Yeah.
main branch there.
I agree.
So I'll try this.
Okay.
We'll see what comes out.
Top comes off of that, so there's what it looks like now. Getting this more compact, and then the back one has to be pruned back too.
Yeah. So the
Find it
back
good.
one, there's one going that direction.
Yeah.
This one here I think is more upwards towards this branch.
Yeah.
I'm thinking right here, so we keep that one, so it
Okay.
goes that way,
Yeah.
which is more towards the back.
Yeah.
Or maybe this one will come out more towards the back. That's
Yeah,
good
you
too,
kind of
actually.
want this branch to fill in this space, and this one here, and then this one over here.
Yeah.
So each branch has its own room. So yeah, I think. Yeah.
Right there.
Sure. Done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see how it grows.
So here's what it looks like now. So you can see we've got a lot of this tree under control. Now there's still a few branches to work on. So if we're looking at the main trunk line here, it comes up, there's a straight section that you pruned and it's divided. There's one kind of coming off at an angle.
There's actually two of these very new juvenile
Yeah.
branches coming.
Yeah, which, with a little wiring, you could separate those
Separate it.
like that and have you dividing from 1 to 2.
Yeah.
I'm worried about this one. What are we going to do with it?
I'm surprised you mentioned wiring.
I know. Well,
Well, this one. Now, are you thinking this to be the major trunk line, or that
I was
one?
thinking the vertical one's a major, and this would be a branch coming forward. So I was thinking maybe pruning
Yeah.
it back.
That.
So keeping this, or pruning this one coming forward back to become a branch, and then develop this as the trunk line. So these, you wouldn't have to wire them. You could let them develop, then prune it off to an outward facing leaf here and an outward facing, and then so they kind of grow together and then they'd splay out.
Yeah.
But you could also wire them if you, or just place something between them, a wedge of wood or something, just so they're not growing. It's such a narrow angle. You want them just a little more. You see the angle here?
Yeah.
That's kind of like the natural angle of this tree. That's about
It's about a
25 or
yeah. It's,
probably. Well, that's 90 degrees, isn't it? Here.
that's
So it's exactly 45. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting, eh?
Yeah.
I never saw that before. That there's a 90 degrees. If you look here, there's a horizontal branch and the vertical on it, and it forms a perfect 90-degree angle here.
Right angle.
And it's divided in the middle, so they're 45 each side of it. So I guess the natural emergence angle is 45 degrees.
Nature of the geometry of nature.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we doing here?
I like this bud here.
Okay.
It's kind of coming
That's
forward.
coming towards us.
And then there's one here that would kind of fill out. I think,
right there, eh?
because I think we got to shorten it to emphasize the main trunk up the middle.
This is no longer the leader. Okay.
Do you agree, or do you want that as the leader? Because it can become a leader too.
Yeah, I mean, I like the middle to be the leader because it's the middle.
Yeah.
It will make more sense where the canopy, the triangle shape, it'd be easier to construct. If this is the leader, then the tree, you get more foliage on this side than that side.
I think if you made this the leader, you would have to get rid of this branch here.
Right.
Because if you look at it, they're kind of running parallel to each other.
Yeah.
There's just too much confusion in that area.
But I do like that branch.
So do I.
Yeah. So then this is not a leader.
I would grow the vertical one because
Yeah.
your thickest trunk is going vertical, and then you don't want it suddenly slanting. 'Cause
Right.
It looks like you cut off a straight tree and then it grew on an angle or something.
Yeah, I agree. I like the middle being the taller part of the tree, whereas the two sides are kind of supporting that. So
I agree too.
So here we go. So you want this one, right?
I think so. You can prune it anywhere you want,
Let me
but
just take this off.
yeah, just try it out, see how it looks. And I think you'd have to get rid of that vertical one.
Yeah.
So that's looking better already, but I still think it's maybe a little long. What do you think?
I mean, if this was more developed, I would say this will be okay.
Yeah.
But for now,
I don't know.
probably-
Yeah, I don't know. You could leave it.
If I leave
You
it,
don't have to decide everything at once either.
yeah. Just thinking. If it comes,
This might come too far forward in your face, that one.
yeah, like the angle of this is like right. It's coming right towards
Yeah,
us.
yeah, which isn't good. You have to change your front so it's instead of straight on, it's slightly off a bit, like that or something. I think we can rub this bud off.
Yeah.
Let me just show it on the camera.
Sure.
There's a bud here, and there's a couple of low branches that we don't need or buds that can be rubbed off. So I think let's get rid of these. Just clean that up a bit, eh? Yeah.
This can go right. Well, we don't do that.
yeah.
Maybe that'll turn into something.
It probably could go.
Yeah. Because it's coming towards.
Yeah, I
the
think
thing
we
here.
wanted to clean up that stub there.
Right, because we're going to look at the front here.
Yeah.
If that comes out, it'll be right
Right in your
blocking
face.
everything.
Yeah. I think of the future, don't we? You have to imagine the tree 10, 15 years in the future, which is hard to do sometimes. Yeah, I think that one's coming too forward, isn't it?
Yeah.
But maybe this one at the back here is not bad.
This here, right?
Yeah, that's not a bad direction.
Yeah. Okay.
But you don't have to, you could just put
Yeah,
it.
I mean this.
You can leave
It
it
is
for now.
really flat compared to the rest of the branches. And the rest has an angle, right? Like this one is just. Okay.
I don't. It's up to you, Zim.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. If I take that off the back, there's the back one there, and then the front one. The front one might come towards us, but the back one is a good, it's a good direction.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take this off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine. Like this is just going to keep growing.
Yeah.
You got the whole summer. How long have you had this tree?
I've had it for about 2 years.
Okay, so you've
But
gone
it-
through a summer, and it's.
Yeah.
Did it really grow in the
Oh yeah,
summer?
it grew a lot.
Okay. Okay, so now you can see the emphasis is on the main trunk line. So the next thing is this big tall branch out the back. So I think that just needs, it's a good
Prune it-
branch. I
prune it
think it
back.
just needs shortening.
Yeah. First
You-
note.
Well, you want to look and see. Definitely, this is a nice direction here.
Yeah.
This one would grow over top of the other branch, so you probably just want to develop the one. But yeah, that's where I'd prune it.
Yeah.
That first kind of node there. Yeah. Wow, this tree's looking very different now.
I think that's the expectations in the bonsais already. Reduce
And
the size.
now I'm thinking this branch here is looking very, very tall and maybe needs to be reduced a bit.
Up here?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Maybe to at least this one.
Yeah, I mean, if this is the leader, from the look of now, yes, that is
But maybe not.
too major. But if
Maybe
this,
it'll grow, eh?
I mean, if this comes out, then this will be in a decent spot.
Yeah.
But it is really thick right now.
And the other thing, it's straight. It's,
Yeah.
I
There's no-
think in a small tree like this, you don't want that length of straightness. You'd
Right.
want to have some kind of movement to it, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also thinking that because this is our main trunk line here, if I cut it here, you get a side branch, which is serve as the left side of the, what do you call, like a pad or something.
I'm not real keen on this branch, but it's a little.
Too low, or
I kind of like this one.
oh, the top. Okay,
If anything, I would prune the top
right there.
off,
Eh? Okay.
and I would probably actually prune that away so you can see the back one more.
Oh, because okay, you want to. Oh, I see what you mean.
So let me just show the camera. So this branch here is kind of blocking your view of this back branch.
Right.
So if we were to prune that one away, develop this as the branch leader and prune the top down, maybe keep the back one.
Because this here will fill in the space in this area anyway.
It'll
so
fill
you
out.
wouldn't need that there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
they kind of interfere with each other. It's like they form like a closed,
Yeah.
the negative space here is boxed in with foliage.
Right.
It's kind of, but something to think about. You can't solve every problem in one pruning, but
Yeah, I think this can go for sure.
the
'Cause
upright part of
yeah,
it,
that'll make the tree a little
it'll-
more
the
proportional.
straight section will be less.
Yeah. So let me get rid of that first.
Okay. Yeah, I think so. I think that's a good move.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah,
more.
it looks better,
proportional.
doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that branch, I don't know. It's something that you can think about, or because maybe maybe you'll want to develop that branch and maybe something lower down on here, so it's not interfering. You never know. Because right now, from the front, those two branches are kind of parallel. You see them if you look from the front. So maybe
Yeah,
it'd be better
over
to
here.
develop a new leader kind of
That's what I was just looking
in
at.
a
Is
different
that
direction, eh?
the bottom here? There's buds coming out.
Yeah.
So
There's some back here.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that'll come out. That'll go towards the back.
Back here, yeah.
Which
If
will
you
fill
put
that
it right
space.
low.
Right. And then if they come out, I could eventually take that back to here.
Yeah.
And then,
And
I
then
can
you,
keep that.
you lose the interference.
That'll work, right?
I think that's a good solution. I like
Um,
that. I think that's the best solution, actually.
So should I leave it as is, or should I take that off now?
I would leave it as is.
Yeah.
Because I think you're going to use that.
Well, we'll wait till it grows and then.
Yeah,
trim it
and then
back.
I think your plan is to eventually reduce this one back.
Yeah.
So this branch is more. So
Yeah.
you've got that branch at that angle, this one, your main leader, and another one here. So they kind of fan out.
Right. Even more of a.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we need a close up.
Sure.
All right, we're going to fly in now and have a look at the tree. So this is the view from the front view that Xin has picked out, which looks really good. You can see all the major trunk lines. And then I'll just spin it around. Yeah, it's quite a nice looking tree now. It's starting to look thicker and more mature. So there's a lot of scarring on the back to heal, but that'll come. A lot of branches to develop in the future. Now, what are the roots like on it?
There's a big piece of bulge wood
Okay.
in the roots, which I need to clean up next on the next repot.
Okay, so it's not ready to display the roots yet, eh?
No.
Okay, so it's looking good though.
Yeah, when I repotted, I didn't want to take that whole thing off. It was a lot of roots.
Yeah.
And I was kind of scared it might kill the tree, so I just left it.
It's not a bad angle here either.
Yeah.
Kind of brings everything a little more compact.
Right. This view is very.
That view is not bad.
Yeah.
Whereas this view is a little, all the branches are kind of flat onto you.
Yeah.
Something rotating like that might not be bad.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's good to have multiple fronts, you know, possible.
Yeah,
fronts.
oh yeah.
Always make choices.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I think the next step is to let the tree grow.
Yeah.
Grow and recover and then go at it again. What do you think, Xin? Do you like it?
I do like it, actually. I like it a lot.
Oh, good. That's good.
Yeah.
Gets you excited about the tree, doesn't it? You can see where you got to develop the branches and kind of, it's got a plan for the future now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the basic structure down, so I know where to go from it.
Yeah.
Know, for the next time.
Looks like an old oak or something, doesn't it? With the thick trunk and.
Yeah, the trunk. They were saying that it's quite good on a small tree like this. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for bringing that down, Xin. It was.
Oh, thanks for helping me prune.
Pleasure working on it.
All right, I'm gonna water my tree with this new brass can. That's super nice. You know, I never had a can like this, and I had to ask how to use it. So hopefully I do okay here.
Go for it,
There
Xin.
we go.
Look at that.
Even the nozzle is really fine, but a lot of water comes out. I was surprised.
Yeah,
how
there's
much.
a lot of water pressure, I think.
Oh yeah, there's lots of.
Because of the long column of water. Look at that. It's just like rain. Amazing.
Very nice. Well, thanks for letting me using the new can. This is that's a really nice can.
It is. It's amazing.
All right.
I've got the new pine, the Scots pine, which is a dwarf Scots pine, up on the table here, and I see the guys put a horse in here. Ignore the horse. So here it is. It's quite a tree. You've seen it on the channel before. So I gave it a spray. It had a few aphids in some of the branches. So I'll clean it out. There's a lot of kind of older needles here that I'll work on. Do a bit of cleanup on it. And then the worst part of the tree is this big strong branch out to the right hand side. So there's two possibilities. I have another dead branch opposite it here, so I could remove that totally. It is kind of almost to the inside of a curve. Or what I'm going to try first is make it deadwood, thin it down, make it a deadwood branch, you know, shorten it. See how that looks, and if it doesn't look good, I can remove it totally. And I'll have kind of a large wound here, but that will heal fairly quickly, especially if I get some good growth up top. So that's kind of the long-term part of the styling. The rest will be just kind of getting the branches interesting and compact. And I think there's not a lot to do with this deadwood. It's kind of perfect the way it is. Maybe just, you can see where it's pruned. Maybe just making it look more like a break, a little more natural. But I think this pine has a great future ahead of it. I'm really looking forward to working on this. And the biggest part is going to be getting it out of this giant pot and reducing the root base. So we'll be working on that too. That'll be quite a challenge. So thanks everyone who helped contribute to this tree. I never thought I'd see it in my backyard, I can tell you that. I'd given up totally on ever hoping to own this tree.